Hello, I am Leslie Kail Villarreal, and I am going to take you on a little studio tour of my studio. Being a jeweler, it takes a lot of tools, and sometimes you don't know when you're first starting out what you want and what you don't want, and what you need and what you don't need. And you just kind of add things as we go. They call us all tool whores because we just keep collecting tools, but it's important to understand how they all will fit in a good working functional studio. And some of you guys know that when I first started out, I had a little pink door on top of some cabinets, and that was actually my workbench, and I cut a little circle in it and scooted up a stool, and I went to work, and I started making YouTube videos, and then I started teaching. So here we are. Anyway, I just wanted to show you around my studio and show you the tools that I have and show you what we got going on. Okay, so I'll just scan the room a little bit. You can see everything. It's a 12 foot by 13 foot square room, and that's kind of what I got going on there. And so now I'm just going to take you over and talk about some of the tools that I have. So over here, you'll see that I've got my large electric press, and then I've got my guillotine shear. I've got a drill press right here that works great and that I love it. And then over here I've got my ring stretcher, and then next to it I've got my Pepe 130 rolling mill, 130 millimeter all flat. And I try to keep my tools covered. I even keep the back of my presses covered up pretty much when I'm not using them, because I don't like dust or anything to get in my tools. It's kind of important that you keep your tools taken care of. You know, down here I've got some extra stuff, my hot plates for etching and other things, and my doggy bed for when my doggies are in here, of course. And I've got these neoprene rubber floor covers from Harbor Freight that are really great for protecting my floors, and they also help to, you know, cushion my feet a little bit, so it's pretty comfortable. Here I have my Bonnie Doon. Let me see if I can go the other way. There we go. My Bonnie Doon vertical vise, and this is great for if you want to mount something vertically, like an anti-clastic tool. So that isn't a really expensive but very nice little vertical vise that I have. And I've got my Best Built ultrasonic and my Best Built magnetic tumbler. Underneath there I've got my rotary tumbler and a polishing lathe. And on top I have a grinder. This is not a grinder, sorry, it's a sander. It's a grizzly sander, and it's great for sanding and grinding down things. Got my little pickle pot and my oxygen concentrator. Over here, this is my soldering station, and a lot of people have been asking, and I'm going to do a separate video on the gold vault system, but I just kind of wanted you to kind of see it. So I just got this little extractor, and it is a fume extractor and a particle extractor, and it's nice. I put little casters on the bottom so I could wheel it around if I need to, but I really don't even need to move it where it is. It's pretty awesome. So I had one hose hooked up to my fume extractor at the top, and it goes right over my soldering station, and it's really quiet too. It's not very noisy. And then I have this other one that I can use on my bench pin. It actually has a little, like a GRS mount that lifts right up, and I can put my GRS bench pin back on there. So when I need it, it's there, and when I don't need it, I can just kind of store it down here. But what I'm going to do after I make the video is I've got a hole drilled in the back of my beautiful workbench, and I'm going to run that hose behind. So that'll be really nice. Okay, so anyway. And then there's my bench, and it's very, very well organized. And I think one of the things, and there's my kiln in the back and my flex shaft. And these are some big cabinets that I just keep a bunch of chemicals in and stuff that we need. Smith stuff. I've got my little stump anvil right there. Okay. And I just wanted to kind of show you, my bench is really organized, and it's really, really helped me out a lot to have this kind of a bench where I can keep all of my tools in there. The roll top desk has been a wonderful addition, even better than a jeweler's bench for me, because it has all these little cubbies and stuff. And you know, when I say it's organized, you know, I've got like all my metal stamps in here, and you know, a bunch of other stuff. And these little, I've got these all labeled, like specialty tools, writing tools, blades and picks, dividers, you know, embellishments. Look at all that silver embellishments. I got gemstones and files and everything that you could possibly need. I've got it right here. Okay, so very blessed to have all these little things. And this is a great little way for me to show you how I have everything set up. I get a lot of people asking me, you know, how should I set my stuff up? And it really just depends on your space and what you have room for. I got an extra, this is a all wire rolling mill that I haven't even used yet. It's sitting in the back, it's a Pepe. I got to find some space for that. And so that's kind of everything, kids. Go back this way. The sun isn't in my face. Do any of you guys have any questions? This, like I said, it's about 12 by, maybe it's 18, I think, 12 by 18 or 12 by 15 in my studio. But if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you. Any questions? I don't see any questions. Let's see. No. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed my little studio tour. And I got to get back to filming my class. I'm making my, this ring. Whoops, I don't have it on. I'm making my double bezel ring, my cupcake ring. So I'll have that class up for you guys hopefully by Friday, okay? LeslieKail, Villarreal.com when you're ready to sign up. Peace